Oh, what game was it? Fire Emblem. It was Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. That's the, like, magic song that they sing. Is aroused. Oh, golden voice? Really? I don't think I'm that good. I lost my voice ages ago. You know, when certain things dropped. I'll admit, I used to have a really good singing voice. I was in a special choir at my school, but then, you know, puberty happened and everything deepened, and I wasn't allowed to be in it anymore. Cry. SoundCloud is all copyright free? I don't know it isn't. I already know it isn't. Some stuff gets on there. Andy has to pay some more Dark Elves. Alright then. Also, now I've technically been awake 12... I've been streaming 5 hours here, but I did stuff on my channel as well, so I think I've been streaming 12 hours now. And when it gets to this point, I can deepen my voice slightly more. When I get to 20 hours, good stuff. Alright, so we've got the setup. It's easier to contact the creators and ask nicely. Oh, but the thing about SoundCloud is people just upload stuff that isn't theirs as well. I've seen that before. So we have a Mighty Blow Werewolf. I probably would have gone for Block. Or Dodge to make it a Ball Carrier. Or Sure Hands to make it a Ball Carrier. I'm not going for Ghouls. I'm just creating a team in my head now. We've got a Blodge Ghoul. Both teams lose a turn. Not the best thing that could have happened, but... Right, so Andyzz Dark Elves. We've got the block hits. Lodges at the front. Those zombies are going down one by one. The random bodies. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Overused song, much. Alright, the Witch Elf is going after the White with Guard. And we've got a stun. So that's going to be pretty good for the Dark Elves for the next turn. Not being able to get that guard involved. Waiting for Rylock's game tomorrow. Ah. Well, good luck to Rylock. I think I've casted one of his games. Alright, we've got a failed pickup. 2+ fail. Decided not to re-roll it. Hello, Bucker. Bucker? So he's moved his guard... Flesh Golem. Right, that's what they're called. Flesh Golem forward. So both of his Flesh Golems have guard. That is a good choice, but at the same time, he's lacking some of that block. He's only got a couple players with block, and I really feel like you want to have a few more. Ooh, we've got a removal on the Witch Elf. We have no Apothecary. The Dark Elves did win the Fame roll, but being denied that Witch Elf is going to definitely cause some issues. See, I thought that the Undead's first turn would have been a bit harder without that guard, but they had absolutely no trouble. You can ask your little brother. Alright, got more hits happening, though, yeah, no, that was a 2-die. I was like, did that just do a 1-die? It's a bit dangerous, but it was fine. Going after the Werewolf, that's a very good choice. You want to get rid of that Mighty Blow, if you can. Are we going to have a foul? No, there wouldn't be enough assists there. We go for the pickup, and it's another fail on the pickup again. He chooses not to re-roll for the second time. So did the Dark Elves just not being able to pick up the ball? Of all things, Dark Elves being unable to pick up the ball. Oh, it's a Necro team. Sorry, Necromantic. Right, duh. Same dog, different haircut, but completely different. I do like the werewolves though. Werewolves are very good. Though I like to turn them into ball carriers. Even though they do have that, you know, claw, and you can give them that mighty blow to turn them into some really nasty dudes. Claw, mighty blow, mighty blow, piling on, you know, the... Ooh, and we have a double skulls. Double skulls re-rolled by Andyzz into a defender stumbles, which knocks him down. Dark Elves lacking some of that dodge. It's bringing up the white. Only a couple of spaces, maybe getting ready for some sort of pass play. Mighty blow only on doubles. Many hours streaming does that to you, so no worries. Indeed. I get things wrong constantly, but I'm always very glad to have you guys here to correct me. And you don't have to be gentle about it either. Alright, so we finally got the pickup. The Dark Elves finally managed to pick up the ball. They're being, I mean, they are Dark Elves, they're not High Elves, so the bashiness of their team is something that is normal for them. Today we casted a game that had an assassin in the team, which isn't something you see usually in these types of ladders, since the removals aren't permanent. Trying to get position on those elves, I think. Just moving his little zombies around, standing up his players, as you should, safe. Make all your safe plays first. I used to say until I saw Storbitus make all of the risky moves first and absolutely destroy his opponents. We have an inaccurate pass. He's just not able to throw the... Oh no, it was a dump off. Oh, and we have an injury. We have an injured Dark Elf. Runner down. So we've got a knocked out Witch Elf and not being able to pick up the ball at the start is what's going to give him hell here. Because now that ghoul can very easily just run that ball in. He needs to stop it, so I assume he's going to... Ooh, no, maybe not. I don't know who... He'd probably use the Blodge to hit. There's no tackle there. Or he could use the Witch Elf. Yeah, he's going to use the Witch Elf. Because that way, if it is a both down, the Wrestle can finish it off. Moving him back, and there we go. And then uses Wrestle to get the ball off of him. Good move. Absolutely faking it after the embarrassing dump off. It's like... He's just laying on the ground like, I'm totally hurt, please don't make me go out on the field again. Everybody's laughing at me. But yes, worst. That was the worst dump I've ever seen taken. Yeah. And also, Slice and Dice. Yes, Mighty Blow only on doubles, but this is a pre-built team tournament, so that's the way that works. So everyone had a certain amount of team value they could use, and they built their teams based off of that. Oh, and you were only allowed to have certain doubles. Cool name though, Slice and Dice. Slice and Dice. They're standing up. So the Dark Elves somehow managed to get the ball back. Good for them. So are they about to lose it? Ooh, is it going to be a going for it? Is he going to do the going for it? Oh, he does. Ooh. First dodge fail. Got a hit. And double skulls again. So that's the second time that the Necromantic have suffered a double skulls, while I don't think the Dark Elves have yet. Very unfortunate for Andyzz. Thor, on the other hand, he seems to be having the better side of Nuffle's luck. Ah, sorry. So he decided to give only double of a team for Mighty Blow Wolf. Risky but can pay off. Yes, indeed. It is very risky, but against low... If he gets paired up against a very low armor value team, he could shine. Actually, he can shine regardless. Thanks to that claw, he could go up against halflings and take down their trees, maybe. We don't know. You faced wolves with 2 Mighty Blow Wolves. No, they have claw. Hearthstone. Streaming Hearthstone like a few months ago. Ah, okay. Slice and Dice Hearthstone. Could have taken 3 doubles if you wanted. Yes, because they are a tier 2 team. And it won't be the last time he gets asked, because I legit thought about asking it, but then I didn't. And, ooh, down goes. Lodge is out. Block is protect. So the Dark Elf... Hello, welcome back, and how fare you after your delicious cigarette?
Better. My acetylcholine receptors seem to be well adjusted. Could you tell me when you hit the start of the Dark Elf turn 7?
I can do that. Dark Elf, or they already are up to turn 7 on, so I'll tell you just as they end it. Which should be about now because of that failed going for it. Oh, and he re-rolled it. Success. Now what is he going to do? He's going to run it forward, though he's not in a good position. They are going to lose the ball. Calling it now. Ooh, double dodge. So the Dark Elves are now out of re-rolls. And the Undead have won. And I mean, I feel bad for the Dark Elves. They have been rolling terribly. Though, that being said, they haven't had any double skulls yet, while the the Necromantic have had 2 double skulls so far. That's the turnover. We are now hitting the next turn of Necromantic. I'll pause it here.
Alright, tell me when to hit play.
Alright, we are at the start of turn 7 for the Necromantic. And now.
And yes, Necromantic are typically tier 2 in most tournament formats because when you're playing a tournament format like this, your starting skills are actually a lot more crucial than your skill access. I mean, the thing that makes Necro better than Undead in some ways is the fact that they have the potential of building better players later on. Ooh, and there is another double skulls for the Necro.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Must be a little bit behind. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm actually used to being ahead, so it's refreshing.
Yes, we are all ahead.
Out of curiosity, what's your processor and what's your graphics card, if I may ask?
I have a laptop, and it's an MSI. Oh God, what's it? GT72.
When did you get it? Like what year?
It was last summer, I believe. So
Okay,
it
so
has
it's going to be a quad core.
A 1070 video card in it, which was the reason. So the fact that they started putting real video cards in laptops
desktop.
was the reason I was willing to. Yeah, so desktop video cards in laptops was the reason I was willing to start actually getting a gaming laptop, because before that I just didn't think it was worth it.
Now, see, I've thought about the same thing before, but I just prefer the ability to overclock and modify my desktop to laptops, because basically once you've got a laptop, what's in it is what's in it, and you're not going to be able to change things out.
True. I mean, the thing is, I really like my setup in terms of peripherals. Why is he not surfing the ball carrier?
Yeah, I don't understand why either.
It's turn 8, it doesn't matter, he's going for damage anyway. But no, for damage it's still worth it.
I like the modularity of desktop PCs. Though I have thought of
I get that.
Laptops, so that way I'd be able to stream wherever.
Yeah, for me it's streaming wherever, but also editing wherever. Being able to go somewhere else and edit my videos is a really, really important step for me.
That's actually why I switched to a Ryzen as well, because a core count's better for editing and streaming in general, and that's why my streaming presets, I actually stream at the slow preset versus medium. I used to do it at very slow, but playing a game like Blood Bowl that has heavy AI, it puts strain on the CPU a bit more than I'd like.
Heavy AI?
Oh, well, when I used to play it, but that's the thing, I got so used to it being a game that I would play single player when I played it on Blood Bowl 1, that I still think of it that way, when I probably shouldn't. And I just realized that, thank you. I could probably stream it at a...
No worries. Oh, right, we're skipping setup phase, aren't we?
Sure, I was just chatting. There we go. Oh, no, that's... You pretty much have to watch the second part of this setup phase, otherwise it skips the kickoff.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I suppose I'll just skip the kickoff. I'm just at the first turn, well, turn 9 for Andyzz, Necromantic.
Oh,
right. And also, yeah, thank you very much for that, Squidgy. And pressing play now.
Ah, yes, that is indeed my computer. Oh, you just took that off of my my Twitch panel. That makes a lot of sense. GT72 Dominator. Oh, I got it right. Awesome.
Oh,
I know
and
stuff.
An injury on the Dark Elves. That werewolf paying off with those claws and Mighty Blow. Joining the Crunch Bunch over in the corner. Yeah. With that faking catcher who ruined the dump off. Go tackle, let's go. Puppy was surfable too, in between, but harder. Lazy people find easy solutions.
Can you tell me when we hit the Dark Elf turn? Because I'm a little bit behind.
Okay, I'll pause then. You want to wait? I'm actually on Dark Elf turn right now.
Alright.
I'll pause it at the start of the Necromantic turn 10.
Awesome. I've caught up a little.
Yeah, because I never streamed Blood Bowl before I started it, because it was the very first time I'd ever played multiplayer Blood Bowl, was the first time I ever streamed Blood Bowl. And that was fun. It was a new experience. And it's completely different. Found that out the hard way. And we've got another removal on the Dark Elves. I prefer... Yeah. And there's the turnover. I'm now at turn 10 for Necromantic, but I'm pausing it now, waiting for you.
Me too. He just started walking a zombie.
Alright, cool. I'll press play then. Walking a zombie. Yep. I'm alright with being slightly behind. And again, my PC tends to be... I don't know why. I might be my... I think I might need to uninstall and then reinstall Blood Bowl because of the... I mean, it hasn't crashed. Touch wood. Cross my fingers. Like, it hasn't crashed today. But last week it crashed at, what, 4 or 5 times CML? But I mean, there was an update, I recall, so maybe they fixed the issues with compatibility with Ryzen. Poor Armor 8.
I guess that tackler is going to blitz the corner free there, so that he has a nice cage to make. No, he's already blitzed with the wolf.
Blitz with the wolf.
I guess he's going forward. Yeah, he can go in front of these guys, but that still leaves a cage corner marked. But I guess the back is not that threatened right now. That's actually not that great a spot, I think. I would be...
especially with that Frenzy Wolf about. There. Oh, not that's his team. Right, I knew that. I was just testing you, and you passed, by the way. I meant the Frenzy Witch Elf.
Yes. Exactly. And he's choosing to go for the easier 2 die, which is fair enough.
Yeah, and also the
witch would need a lot of dice to get there.
Yeah, because she's far away and would have to make dodges in the light. Ooh.
Yeah. But 4 dice and no POW.
Yeesh.
Yeah, that's... I mean, in this format, Blorch is huge, which is why you need either wrestle or tackle to be able to counter that at all.
But I'd probably go wrestle personally, just because wrestle is more useful in more situations.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing I fear for my team, like in a match against Andy. He's got a couple of blodgers, 2, but still. And I have only 1 wrestle, the witch. So if the witch winds up broken, I have no counter for a bludge ball carrier except for getting lucky and rolling POWs. So that would be a big thing to fear there.
Yeah.
See, that is filthy lucky for the elves. They had the Necro had an easy surf, but they won in 81 to block to get it. That is nasty.
Yep. That's yeesh. Those poor undead with their cold dead hearts.
Yes. Now we have the wrestle sack, of course, Witch doing her job.
Yep. And whoop, the ball lands in front of the white, so they need to take care of that white. Or it may...
Skulls are bad. Skulls are not fun.
There we go. So now they're both evened up on skulls. So both teams have rolled 2 double skulls.
Ooh, that is a cheeky 1 die surf. Considering he had no reroll. I don't think I would have gambled for that until I brought my witch forward, at least.
I mean, hey, it paid off. It was a risk, but now it helps them. Well, I wouldn't say have an advantage just yet. Let's see. I'm gonna look at how many teams have been pushed off. Dark Elves are down 3 players, and the Necromantic are down 1. So maybe it evens it up a little bit, but they could get a surf on the Dark Elves if they wanted to. So it would probably be better to go for the ball instead.
It's tricky though, because that witch is actually lying in the way. It's possible, but they'd need dodge and 2 GFIs to get it. Oh, they could have actually done it differently. He frenzy trapped himself here. 2 die into a half die, but the half die was not as bad as it could have been. I think there was a chain push surf play here that would have been really, really awesome.
But instead they ended up, because that Witch Elf can get out easily. Ooh, injured another Dark Elf.
Those armor and injury rolls. 6, 6, 6, 6.
Yes.
That'll do anyone.
The number of the beast +1.
Plus 6,000.
Yeah, well, yeah, as in 1 die. Plus another 6. You know what I meant.
Oh, nice little chain surf. The 1 die failed to make it a chain surf. So sad.
And if I was the Necromantic, I'd probably stomp that. Ooh.
Yeah, that's one big risk about having a Wrestle Witch, is that it's very, very fallible.
Yeah.
But then again, if you're playing in a format like this, then where you need
don't
to
need to
trade,
worry.
have a trade-off between skill ups and between skill ups on the one hand and positionals on the other. People often tend to wind up with 11 or 12 player squads. So even if they do decide to foul your witch.
Ooh, failed the catch. 2+ again. Another, because what you missed at the start of this entire game is the elves I think it was 3 turns in a row failed to pick up the ball.
Yeah, I did miss that.
Yeah, they failed to pick up the ball 3 turns in a row.
Out, protecting this side. Does he make the other 2+ as well? Because then he's really, really in a good spot.
There you go.
Because the only fast player who's really able to get near there is the wolf, and he's down right now. But of course he does have the zombies shambling that way soonish.
It'll take a little bit. Wait, I'm coming. Yeah. I'll get there eventually. I like to think that all of the zombies are a bunch of old men who are all scritchety about having to get up and walk after a ball slowly. And also, I've noticed that the like a lot of the both undead and necromantic, their hit animations seem to be very. Same for the mummies and tomb guardians for Khemri and I think it's undead again. Like their punch animations seem to be very. Wouldn't say weak, but they don't look like they'd do any damage.
Yeah, it's more shambling into someone.
Yeah.
So, the elves do have a bit of a problem because they're out of rerolls, and their carrier doesn't have blodge, which means he's quite easy to sack.
Yeah. I mean, both teams are out of rerolls.
And between the ghoul and the guard whites, they're quite capable of landing a punch on the carrier, perhaps.
Oh. Oh. Well, he got the wolf down, and also that Mantraskull.
He hasn't elected. I'm a bit surprised he hasn't elected to move forward and try and get the ball safe before making those punches.
Yeah, safe moves first.
Well, in this case, they're equally dangerous because a 2-die with block has the same fail chance as a dodge with the dodge skill because he doesn't have a team reroll for the block.
Yep, true.
Because it's both 1 in 36. But then you do the important ones first. Because the ball was super exposed where it was. He could move it freely. And that would already be better.
You could make a
flowchart. Wouldn't be any riskier.
A flowchart on the chain of rolls. What should be made first, followed by like.
Well, I mean, getting it straightforward is not that hard. Making sure you prioritize well in the long run is a bit more difficult, but still, it should be doable.
Also, Tresselcow does make a good point. After those 3 failed pickups, by the way, there was a dump off which failed to pass. Because it dumped off into the crowd because of the scatter, and then it was like they failed to pick it up after that as well. Like it was just a mess. It was a mess at the beginning. It's weird that the weaker hitters, agility teams and strength 3 teams with not much or all access to strength skills, usually have more awesome hitting animations than the real bash teams have. Kicks on the chin, somersaults, etc. Oh yeah, the pro blitzer elf piling on animation's cool too.
It makes sense that the agility teams are more agile in the way that they punch people. To me, it's way more weird that the Chaos Warrior has that weird backflip thing he does.
Oh yeah, the jump kick.
Yes, they're agility 3, but yeah, exactly. That strikes me as weird a lot more. Oh, this was a bit of a misplay as well.
And
he could have easily served the carrier here.
There's a lot of serfs that he's chosen not to do.
Yeah, so if you're playing a team like Necromantic or like Dark Elves, where you have Frenzy right from the start, then getting your serf game on is pretty crucial. He's also got only a single carrying scoring threat, which is scary if it's turn 15.
It's going to be exciting. Let's see. And the drop kick is cool. Then again, the agility 1 Yeti spins the ball on his finger like a Harlem Globetrotter when scoring a touchdown. It's probably because
Well,
he
to
just
be fair,
punctures
he
it with
did
his
score a
claw.
touchdown at that point.
Oh, jump up, dodge fail. Snake eyes!
Well, one more chance at a last-ditch pass for the Necro. But if they fail, then the Dark Elves also still have quite a reasonable shot at getting a touchdown.
So
this
it's
could
still
go
anybody's
either
game.
way. Yeah, but the Dark Elves have better odds at this, I think.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's not that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We're talking about 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus. Oh, never mind.
Womp womp
Never
womp
mind,
wah
that
wah
didn't
wah wah
happen.
wah wah.
Indeed,
Gutter
indeed,
ball.
sad trombone. Why is this the blitz?
Yeah,
Well, that's...
he's just going for a tilt hit.
Okay.
He's upset and he wants to punch that ghoul.
No, he wants to get the ball free. And he does.
Wow.
It works.
Almost caught it too. It would be
Yeah.
terrible if he caught it though.
Then he
Oh.
fails the dodge.
Lots of ones rolled by those. I'm going to have a look at the dice statistics after this because I want to see how many ones those elves rolled.